G'day everyone, so here I am with Kiara. Now we're going to do a studio shoot today, so something a little bit different because I wanted to try the a7 III with the 55 to do a head and shoulder shot. So what I've done here now, I'm using Photo, but you can use any lighting system that you've got, whether it's Godox or whatever. The lighting system really doesn't matter because it's going to be exactly the same principle. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to try some clamshell lighting first, and you'll notice I've got a light that's above Kiara's head, and I've also got a beauty dish below Kiara's head that'll give some fill underneath the area under here, the chin. If you didn't have that, you'd have shadow coming down. And I might take a couple as we go, and you'll sort of see the difference as we build up. I might do that actually to start with. I'll turn off the bottom one and I'll show you how it changes as we add that light in. I've also got another Photo unit down the back that's just giving fill onto the back of the this white paper to give a little bit of a halo around the area there too, so it'll look like it's high key, because I want a high key look here. Now it is a very high key look, this clamshell lighting. You'll see there's definitely distinctive lighting in the eyes, where you can see where it's got the two lights. You either love that or you don't, but I'm just showing the process here of how it actually works. So all I do basically is I'm using this Sectronic light meter that you can see here, and I've set it at 1/125th of a second, and it's on ISO 100. And then all I do basically is I wanted to shoot around f9, so all I do is I come up to here and I fire the flash off at basically the chin area, pointing up towards the unit itself. Oops, I've just got to close this. And then if I test it, and I'm reading and it's showing f9, and then I'm going to do the same for the bottom light, and that's showing f7. I want it between f7 to f9 underneath, f7 to f8, so I'm quite happy with that. I'll try that and see how it goes to start with. I definitely want that underneath what this top light is, and the back light is f10, and that's going to blow it out a little bit, but if I bring it up a fraction actually higher, because it'll be around her hair, it's f9, so that should be okay. So I've balanced that main key light with the background light. This light here is under by 1 or 2 stops, so we'll have a look and just see how it is. Now before I start though, what I'll do is I'll turn this bottom light off, just so that you can see the difference that this bottom light actually makes. So I'm using the Sony a7 III, and obviously I'm just going to go to face detect. I'm going to go to wide area because I'm just going to use face detect on this. Now I've had to turn the screen preview off. If I don't turn the screen preview off on here, this will be black because I'm shooting at f9 at 1/25th of a second. So you can see those settings actually there that I'm using. If I don't turn that live preview off, it'll be completely black. So I'm on 1/25th of a second, ISO 100, and I'm on f9. So I'll take that shot. Now this is without that bottom light, and I'm just going to use eye detect here because it'll work really well, and you'll just see how that looks. Now you can see definitely there's a shadow that's coming underneath the chin there. So I'm going to turn this bottom one on, and you'll see the difference that this makes. So again, I'm just going to do the same shot for you so that you can tell the difference. I'm just going to scroll to make sure that I'm happy with the exposure, which I am. So it just fills in basically underneath beautifully, and it's just a lovely light, and the background exposure is really good. So I'm just going to now start shooting away, and we'll have a look. Okay, so, and I'm going to shoot both landscape and portrait, but because I'm doing this for showing you guys on YouTube, I'm probably going to stick more to portrait because it's just better on the screen, but I will do a couple like that where I'm coming down. Now obviously I'm using eye detect. Now just put, if you can, just grab one shoulder away from me, so turn that one away, yeah, and bring that back, that's it. That's gorgeous, really pretty. Let me keep going because I'm going to, that's it, beautiful. Now what we'll do now is just really gently, just bring your hand just sort of over your mouth like this. All right, so just come up with your hand, really gently though, yeah. I want you to really be gentle with it, that's beautiful. And just be mindful, yeah, that's perfect. Keep your hand, which what Kiara's doing, is on the side rather than flat towards me. That's really pretty. Now, even when the eyes are closed, it still gives face detect, which is really interesting. Now, bring your face more around if you can. Now, just sort of gently bring your hand over the top. Bring your eyes around towards me. I know, you know what? I always forget those clips, guys. Try and always remember those clips. Kerry, my wife, tells me off every time I shoot. That's beautiful.
Probably not.
Okay, so I've just basically used the images. We've had a look and we quite like the way those images look with the clamshell lighting. So now what we're going to do now is just to try moving the light more to away on the her right hand side, Kiara's right hand side. So it's going to give now a little bit of fill, and it should wrap around her face a little bit that way. And I'm going to just check what exposure we're looking at. So it's on f7, so I'm going to come up a little bit in power. I want to get it to about f9. It's f9 now. All right, so I'm just going to test that and just see how this looks. So again, now I'm going to do similar shots to before, just so you can sort of see the difference that this lighting will make. I'm going to take a test exposure just to see what we're getting here. So now you'll see that there is definitely a shadow that's coming across her face as compared to the other one, which was very high key. Now let's try two with one facing, yeah, that way, and then bring it back. Yep, so you're actually facing into the light. Come back a little bit with your shoulder this way. Yeah, like that. Beautiful. Lovely. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll have a look at those, and you can just see how that has altered the lighting pattern on Kiara's face.